What up, everybody? Lonnie here, Charts and Labs. How is everyone doing? It is Wednesday, um, 5/6. It's been a little while since I've been making some videos for you guys. I did take a little bit of a hiatus. I've been on a lot of different projects, doing a lot of work and getting some other stuff taken care of. The market also, as far as the equities market, got pretty chaotic. Between the war, between coming out of it, oil and the liquidity pools all shifting around, got very volatile. We've seen a pretty historic run, all-time highs amongst pretty large macro pressures. And if you guys have been following me before, or if I've talked to you before about investing, you'll know that I am more on the tech heavy side of things. And I'm going to just pop over and share my screen. And here's the 4-hour chart on QQQ, which is a very tech heavy one. And here we are, March 30th in that rain, bottomed out, and we just went ballistic straight up. One of my personal favorites on the individual stocks was Intel. And you can see a lot of sideways, kind of figuring it out. Never really got affected too much by the war. But holy cow, did they get on this tail end of things and where this momentum took off, absolutely took off. And you can look at a lot of these AI specific stocks. Have all NVIDIA is just kind of a powerhouse. They're not there, but I think Google you could see is the same way around that March 30th. Absolutely took off. So I show you this because the opportunity is on the lower side or in the sideways side before the big run up. And I want to talk about this big run up that we've seen in the equities market as something that we're likely going to see in the crypto market, I feel. I just got back from the Bitcoin 2026 event, and things are happening in crypto. There is a major shift in the financial system to it. Um, I'm going to delete all those. This is Bitcoin. There is a major shift in acceptance. There's a major shift on usage, and both institutional levels and retailers are all looking to accumulate. The opportunity could, that you saw here, and now we're running up, isn't as big as you can see that we're kind of still on this down. We haven't crest over that 100,000. So we're still kind of early in that regards, especially when you look into the fact that a lot of these analysts that were at this event are looking at 150 this year, 250 not far off, even 750 like within this decade. The price for Bitcoin the opportunity is still very much there. So I say this because, myself personally, I kind of find myself looking at the equities market in different light where I used to be very much in preference to trading options because you can hedge a lot easier. And then you buy your stocks, you build your profits, you put them in dividend stocks and get that compounding yield while you work on your higher risk leverage by using options both on the up and the down. I still am going to do that. I'm not going to go away from that, but I feel like my shift is now looking for the opportunity, like I saw when I called out Intel, um, among some others that I pointed out over the time. If you find the opportunity early enough, you don't have to try to time the market. You don't have to try to buy an option, pick the date, know when it's going to happen. Because I did miss out on a lot on Intel still, because I wasn't ready for this run up to happen when it happened, I was much in the thought that there was going to be some more pullback, likely, as there was uncertainties across the economics. Now, one thing that I see less uncertainty with is actually in the crypto space. I see more certainty that things are pivoting this direction. So I see that same opportunity being presented that we should consider positioning ourselves. And I see a strong majority of people are not in the crypto space at all. I think it's less than 2% or 3% have crypto exposure. And and a lot of that is because it's very limited in on the institutional where when you give your 401k or you give your financial advisor the exposure to do it for you. So if you wanted to have exposure to crypto, you have to do it yourself. There are opportunities coming. There are going to be some Bitcoin treasuries. The ETFs are coming out. The flows are coming out. Like those, all those opportunities are coming. So have no fear in that regards. But that doesn't stop the fact that you should probably consider looking at investing yourself. Um, if you're looking at this, and I have a very simple indicator, it's just momentum with a volume weighted moving average. If looking at these charts is intimidating for you, there are tools out there. One that I found in or at the Bitcoin 2026 event is SpearTrades. I haven't got to mess with it too much. I'm still in the beginning phases of going through it and learning it myself. But from what the founder gave me the rundown and the look of it, and what the crew there was telling me about, and a little bit that I've got to play with it since the event over the weekend. This looks like a phenomenal tool for both beginners with very limited to no crypto experience to the intermediate or even to for the advanced crypto user to consider using a tool like this in your repertoire to keep tabs on stuff is gonna help you. Um, I haven't gotten too in depth in it, but I will probably be putting this into my routine because it gives so much. Even if you're not particularly building a huge portfolio into the top 100 cryptos, you most likely are going to have a digital asset portfolio, including the top five of some sort. Even if it is through tech investing elsewhere, you likely have some kind of Bitcoin or Ethereum exposure that way. It's worth following, even if you're not going all in and not trying to buy a ton. I think it would be wise to diversify and add it if you never have. But if you're not somebody who doesn't want to, totally understandable. This is a great platform. From my understanding, you get the top five or top 10 crypto for um, on this information for free. If you're wanting to get the full 100 and the maximum use out of this, it is a $20 a month or a year. I think it's a year. $20 a month or $20 a year subscription. um, I'll have to look at that once we get in there because I don't remember. We'll look at that together. Um, Trending coins at a glance. Start product or platform guide. There's some videos on AI powered analytics and signals. They're using algorithms and private alerts, how to create personal alerts, track your crypto portfolio. So you can link whatever exchange you are using, you can link it to this so that you can track which ones you're actually holding. This is the full tutorial breakdown. Nice that they got a good little video for us on that. How to use the screeners, sync your crypto exchange with SpearTrades, pricing. Here we go. So here you get on the basic, we are getting 13 coins and tokens, 5 a day of the AI questions, all insights and analytics, unlimited portfolios and insights, unlimited custom alerts. If you upgrade to the $20 per month, this is perfect if you want to see more opportunities, real-time signals. You now get the top 50 coins and tokens, 15 per day on your AI questions, all insights and analytics, unlimited portfolio, unlimited custom alerts, private alerts and signals, and back-tested signals included. I believe this is what I'm starting on or what I'm testing. Then on the Pro at $50 per month, you're getting over 240 coins, 50 questions, all insights, unlimited, private alerts and signals, back tested, quick support and feedback. So for a very basic user, you could just do the basic and get the learning. As you grow and get into more trading and getting into more use, there are some algorithms and indicators in here that might help you become a successful investor and trader that you want to keep this $20 a month option. Something to consider, something to look at. Not a bad deal for how much it gives you. But let's give you a little rundown of what we got so far. Today's market, here's your momentum leaders, overall market, the fear and greed index, the 24-hour volume of the entire crypto market. This is the ratio between Bitcoin and then the altcoins. Bitcoin is very dominant right now. You can see 60.5% of the entire crypto market is Bitcoin. And then nice for comparison, I like this. Gold and the US dollar, overall market sentiment. These are some private alerts that you can set up. I haven't done any of these yet. These are all defaulted. This is 100% defaulted. I haven't adjusted anything. So here's your coins list. If you do the screener, 1 minute, 5 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour. It looks like everything's kind of on the low end, looking like it's kind of getting a little bit of a top. Technical. This is a really good one that I think people should look at. It gives you kind of the the bias based on the score of it. But if you click on one, it gives you the rundown of the coin and of the project and the history. Gives you a good little overview. You can see it in candle or line form. You can see it on their view or trading view. You can compare it to other ones. Nice little simple breakdown. 1 hour, 24 hour. So one hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Price differences. Here are the different exchanges that it's on. Here's how they rank the fundamentals and how they score it. Fundamentals are very important when you're looking at long-term investing, has good points to buy and hold. Then you have your trend and momentum. This could be one that you could use to take profit. And then your technical analysis to give you all of these are the basic ones that they're using. Obviously, if you use the higher paid for one, you get more indicators and more algorithm, a more stronger algorithm. Here are your support and resistance lines to be looking at. So these are all good areas to buy. Resistance is on the way up. So 81.8, we tested that today, and that's why we kind of pulled back on that. 82.8 is where we almost got to. 83.8 is where we're looking to get going and kind of break out. The 80,800 level is kind of that midline, the pivot where it looks like it's gaining bullish support or bullish momentum versus bearish. Oh, excuse me. S is obviously for support. 79.8, 78.8, 77.9. So these are all important zones to be paying attention to. The Fibonacci lines is kind of how they kind of this. They're the main ones that most people use for this, but these are a couple different other ones that they're using. If you want to look at the past performance and how Bitcoin is done, just a great summary. And then this is news articles specifically to Bitcoin, some historical data, some Q&A about it to teach you. Great beginner-friendly tool there. If you go through the whole thing. So let's go back. And so that's if you go on the instrument vote, you can go through all this and see all about it. Overall market, trend momentum on each one. A lot of these are still pretty bullish. Risk analysis, you can see ones like Solana are looking at high risk at this point and how the chart's presenting itself. Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Stellar, Avalanche are all kind of the higher risk ones to be careful with. Low risk. Bitcoin's always pretty safe. It's kind of the safest one of them all. Drawdown. This is how much it's gone down. And categories, price change. Yeah, these are some of the different tools and different indicators that they're using for stuff. So very cool. Screeners you can set up. These are some of the default ones that they put in there that'll let you know when something happens, and you can get these alerts both through their Telegram channel on a live feed, or you can get it set up on a push notification. You can specifically look at ones that are overbought or oversold, link your portfolio, so you can track it and see how you're doing. Market value versus cost basis, very cool. Projected value, alerts and signals. If you want some personal alerts, like, hey, make sure you buy Bitcoin when it hits 80,000. Resources. This is a tab that I'm gonna really like, and this is gonna become like my morning routine and my morning coffee. I'm gonna bring up SpearTrades, hit the news tab. What's the new articles? What's going on? And get some light reading going on. These are important resources and uh, CoinMarketCap, Coinbase, Crypto News, Cointelegraph, The Block. Um, these are the actual articles. If you want to go find the individual one, it's telling you bullish market. Bitcoin specifically down since this article. So yeah, really strong tool. I'm gonna throw in my affiliate link with this video. I believe you get a little bit of you will receive 1 month free on your subscription free referral that I get. I thought that you guys get something too. Share and you invite. I think you get a month for free too, if I remember right. Um, that's part of the part of the promo. So using my link, you should get a free month of the pro, and to take advantage of that and utilize that is highly recommended. Strong tool. I'm going to be using this daily. I'm going to make some more videos with this and how we're going to use it and how we're going to trade it, and get it in the tool bag. More tools you have, the more successful you can be. I definitely can see this being very helpful for that beginner, and to take advantage of the ability to grow their one, their understanding of crypto, two, their understanding of investing, and three, grow their portfolio. So thank you for that. Um, not a very big, important, flashy video, but I just wanted to introduce that SpearTrades is a pretty cool platform that's out there now, and the cool thing is this is growing too. These guys are new, so that you might see some new features build out as this goes, and look forward to using it, and look forward to see everybody else growing their account. So everybody have a good day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I will check this thing out in action. Have a good one. See ya.